Morning yogis, lovely morning yin session. Begin seated, lying down, whatever your body needs today. Sometimes seated feels like it's a little bit more meditative, but lying down is just if, you just need to be supported by the earth and really relax. Have a few moments. Let's just arrive in this space, mentally, physically, and emotionally as well, kind of connecting with your practice. I don't know about you, but I always look forward to coming on the mat. It's a nice feeling inside. So just have a few moments, as I say, to relax, scan through head to toe, relaxing the face, your shoulders and neck, and just checking in what you're holding in the front and the body of the body and the back of your body. Relaxing buttocks and legs all the way down to feet. Now, sometimes it's not until we really allow ourselves to scan through that we notice how much tension's. Immediately I can notice what I'm holding in my shoulders. And maybe even sort of around the pelvis and buttocks are tight at times. And it doesn't just go away and stay away. It's a constant rotation of awareness, looking through your body for the tension that sort of just somehow creeps back in. So as we come into this present moment, tune into your breath and enjoy the rise and fall of your body. And gently noticing the thoughts in your mind. Without judgment, the mind will always be thinking. It's whether we can be aware of thinking our thoughts or whether the thoughts are thinking us. How do you feel emotionally today? It's a little bit rainy and dreary outside, but sometimes we can feel quite joyful if things are sort of changing in our life, some good things. Just noticing how we're feeling about it all. Sometimes there's a real mixture of emotion as well with the shifts. And as we come into the holiday season, there's happiness and sadness around this time for many people. A real kind of combination of feelings. And it's worth honouring that. It's worth sitting with whatever comes up. Because it will flow through and pass, but to honour when we feel it. So if you're lying down, take a moment now to hug the knees in. If you're already seated, as always, just have a little moment to rotate or move if you want to. We're going to come to seated. And I've said in quite a few of my classes the last week or so, this time of year we're supposed to be kind of, in nature we'd be hibernating or we'd be slowing down. There wouldn't be as much food around and fueling us, so we would have to take it slowly. Whereas at the moment we're doing the opposite. Festivities and lots of food and stimulation for the senses. So today we're going to just sit in Zazen and literally follow the breath and allow the thoughts to meander where they want to. If you can catch hold of your thought and be aware of thinking your thought and allow that to be as it is, then that's fine as well. So we're just going to sit really quietly because we're not going to have many moments of quiet coming up, I assume. I'll put the timer on for about 5 minutes. So we'll follow the breath and just allow yourself to sink into this. Put your patience and any irritations aside and just allow yourself to be with yourself. Relax. Just be aware of your thoughts and come back to the breath to center. Just being with yourself. Enjoying the breath. And we'll just have a few more moments sitting like this, being conscious of our thoughts. Taking maybe 2 or 3 more breaths. And just noticing if you can feel your energies change almost like the brain waves have sort of dropped into a lower, more relaxed, peaceful level. It's always curious how you're all experiencing that meditation. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. I really like sitting in that kind of silence. It's a meditation that I'm drawn to a lot more lately. Sometimes my mind can be extremely busy and I'm making lists in my mind. Other times it goes off on complete tangents and then I'm trying to follow where it's going. This morning I was actually thinking, I wonder what all you were thinking. But I was aware I was thinking that, and how curious the experience can be for all of us. Some of you may have been really impatient, as I say, making shopping lists. Others may well have just sort of sunk into that, oh, this is really nice, and I'm glad that we do this in class and we sit, and it's almost like a forced, I allow you to sit and meditate, because there are many times throughout your day where you might think, oh, I've got 5 minutes, I might, but do you? And I'm guilty of that as well. So it is really lovely to bring that into the class. That just time when you know that you can just be with your thoughts. So our first pose, we're going to come into oyster. Nice seated pose. We're going to work with this hips energy, sacral, which is probably why I'm drawn to my orange yoga pants today. Bring your right shin to the front and then the left shin behind, rather than tucking the feet under like we're sitting on the floor like children do. Just bring the legs almost so that the lower parts are nice and parallel. And then we're just going to gently sink into this. Having the legs forward a bit more, you're going to feel it around the outside of the legs and hips. This is working with your gallbladder energy, but also liver and kidneys. But what you feel mostly on the outside of your body, if that's predominant feeling, then that's gallbladder. So just allow yourself to soften into this. Hips are very linked with our joy, our desires and passions in life, the relationships that we have and emotions. So are our emotions stuck, or are they going with a lovely flow? We're aware and we can move through them. So it's all linked with this sacral lower energy. Try and relax calf muscles, ankles. And when you're ready, you can start to relax into the upper body and shoulders. And gently breathing into your belly, being aware of the movement up into your chest of your breath. And whenever you find muscles that tighten, just see if you can really actively relax them. And as you consciously breathe to the belly, see if you can be quite aware of the movement in the back of your body and your back ribs. What are you holding? If you could speak to the areas of your body where you're feeling sensation, what would intuitively come back to you? Would your body say, don't worry, don't sweat the small stuff? Or finding joy in the little things? So we'll take one more breath here. Gently come up. We'll come into neutral before we come into the other side so that we can really let that feeling release through the body. Enjoy the slow movement as you come down, just as you extend your legs and you roll your body back. Just being conscious of everything that you're doing on your mat today. How you feel through your abdomen. As you come down, the back may be a little bit tense still, and it takes a few moments to breathe and let all the muscles in the back of your body relax. Gently aware of the structure of your spine and softening. And as you lie here, lovely breaths to your belly, to your chest. Relaxing wrists and hands, and anywhere that you find that you're tightening up. It usually takes me until about now to really relax everything. So with one more breath, we'll bring the right knee in, then the left knee, and enjoy a little moment to massage your back. As we do this, we are sort of activating all the chakras through the body, certainly root, sacral, solar plexus. And then in your own time, just rolling up, we're going to come into the same position with oyster, just with the left shin now in the front and the right one sort of tucked behind. And it always amazes me how this is such a similar pose, literally just swapping the legs, yet you'll feel it quite subtly differently perhaps in your hips. So we'll take about 4 minutes here. The last one was about 4 minutes. And relax. Just enjoying being with your body today. We're so lucky to have this time on our mats to be really body conscious and aware of our feelings, how we feel connected spiritually to ourselves. Relax. And if at any time you feel like you want to lean into this more and explore the pose a bit more, you can. Keep relaxing as you deepen this stretch. Checking in with whether you're relaxed behind your knees, calves, shoulders, neck.
drawing your awareness to your breath. Noticing if there is any tightness around your hips and your buttocks. How does this pose make you feel today? Is there an emotion that comes up or a word that comes to mind with how you feel? Does it feel challenging? Does it create a deep sensation that isn't pain but isn't entirely the most comfortable? Does it lend itself to kind of really feeling like you need a stretch around these hips and outer body? So we'll take one lovely breath here. And in your own time, just coming up, feeling a lovely release, even as you just lift your body. And then coming into neutral. Real deep one round our hips, that is. And a lot of energy can get locked around this area. Pelvis, hips, same as shoulders. Emotional stuff. So even if we don't really know what we're holding, emotionally, some deep emotion, these poses can allow us to just shift the energy. We don't have to rationalize it, intellectualize it. We know that stuff can shift and we'll feel better for it. So starting to look through the body for everything that you can relax. Checking in with your lower back. And just whatever you're feeling. Coolness, warmth, tingling, be aware. Take some slow, deep, conscious breaths. And relaxing on those long exhales. And then when you're ready, let's hug in. So with Oyster, we've taken the spine forward quite a lot. I'd like to come into Seal next, just to counterpose that curve to the spine. But today I'm going to be gentle with my body and use some supports. So coming onto belly, into basically a Sphinx pose. I'm going to use a cushion just to support sort of the upper belly, a little bit of chest. And if you've got a block handy, it's quite nice to begin with a block. And then as you sort of soften into this, then you can lower it or remove it. What we're trying to achieve here is just taking the spine in the opposite direction. So you don't have to be right up on your elbows. If it's slightly more comfortable and for you to stay in this pose with the elbows a little bit wider and the chest lower. Just find your position. The beauty of yin is that all these poses are just guides, but we each have a very different body and different issues, so we have to adapt. A lot of people have got lower spine, sort of twinges, so it's better to be slightly lower. Relax the buttocks and the backs of your thighs. If your legs feel tight, just as you relax them, the heels may rotate inwards. And then if the lower back feels slightly tender, take your breath intentionally there. Nice deep belly inhales. And keep checking the legs. Now and then they might just tighten. How does the lower back feel now that we've been in this pose a few minutes? Is it starting to ease and stretch? Keep relaxing, keep looking through the body every now and then, and you'll find a little bit of tension, I bet. Gently noticing if your tummy rumbles sometimes. We're working with the energy in the digestive system here. Sacral and solar plexus and root. Keep checking through your body for tension. You might find that just sort of one area keeps always tensing up. How does it feel in your lower back and spine now that we've really softened into this for almost 5 minutes? We're just going to take a few more breaths here. And gently come out and noticing, I always find it curious to be aware of how it felt right at the beginning of the pose and then 5 minutes after, how it feels. Let's gently push up, come into neutral, and as you do this you might want to push back into a child's pose for a moment as you come into lying down, whatever you need to do. And enjoy moving slowly through this process of coming back down to the mat. Maybe closing your eyes, and again, take the time to notice how long it takes you to fully relax. What are your thoughts? What's that last thought that was just going through your mind just then? Can you catch it? Remember it like a dream. Sometimes they just disperse. And just taking a few moments here to focus on your breath. And we'll bring knees in. I'd like to come into heart bench, but I'm going to offer you the alternative of bench. Heart bench I love, but if you just want to feel a little bit softer today, then simply just lie back over the cushion so that the thoracic body is curved. So I always take the cushion a little bit further away and then we lie back. That lovely bench pose that we often do towards the end of a practice. But if you would like to come into heart bench, then one block is long ways aligning along the spine where the heart is, and then top block for the head. You choose. Listen to whether your body feels like it needs this kind of deep stretch and real kind of heart opener, or whether you actually just want to be a bit more passive and softer and more nurturing with your body today. So take your time if you're going to come into heart bench, just finding where that heart block is the most sort of comfortable initially. As I say, it always takes me a few moments just to fiddle with it. And it feels like a hard push against the back, but actually after 5 minutes it becomes softer. And don't be, if you've chosen one or other of the poses and you wish to go into the other one, please do. It's yogi's choice. As always, just finding tension, relaxing. Tummy may rumble a little bit like mine at the moment. How does it feel in your heart center today? And I often think there isn't just one feeling. There's such a combination in our heart energy at times. And so enjoying the lovely deep breaths that you can take in this pose. Really feel the body moving with the full breath in the belly and chest. If at any time you need to come out of any of these poses, please do. As you're in this pose, notice if there's still a little bit of tension in your lower back. Keep trying to relax. Just take one more scan through your body and a lovely breath. And gently coming out of either bench or heart bench, lifting your head, supporting your body as you come up, gentle engagement in the belly. And then just moving blocks aside, coming down. Nice and slowly. And relax. Just comparing how that heart bench pose felt compared with seal. Still taking the spine and the back in that direction, but at different angles. Let everything soften. Take the time. And again, it takes me till about now for everything to be relaxed. When you're ready, let's hug knees in. We're going to come into banana, so we're still staying on the floor in this lying position, but it's always nice just to relieve the body with a little rock. Lift the head if you wish, just to stretch a bit more through the back. And if you want to pull over a little blanket whilst you're in banana, then you can. Let me just grab mine. Because we're lying down, the body does cool. So, as you lie on your mat, bring your feet over to the right lower corner. And then just bring your right ankle over the left. Shuffle the shoulders to the top right, so everything's moving towards the right as we stretch into the left side of our body. And I say, if you've got a blanket, just pop it over the body. And if you want arms above your head, you can. I sometimes like to start with the arms overhead and enjoy this stretch. Try and relax your buttocks, lower back. If you just need to sort of move the pads of your buttocks so that you feel more connected to the mat, you can. And if you want to come into cactus arms, where you get a bit more of a deeper stretch across the upper chest, biceps. And then you might want to just lower the arms at some point, tuck them under your blanket and relax here. Enjoying this stretch in the left side of our body, Ida, the feminine aspect of ourselves. And just keep looking through the body. Are you tense around the pelvis? Is there a strange tilt with your muscles activated in the lower back and sides of the waist? Now you can really enjoy big belly breaths here. Those of you that like to breathe ujjayi, where we tuck the chin in a little initially to restrict the way we breathe, you can breathe ujjayi, which is like that snore, like Darth Vader breath. Keep relaxing your legs. Notice if there's any tension that creeps into the backs of the thighs or your calves. And when we lie like this, we can think about the feminine aspects of ourselves, the cool, the lunar, the nurturing and caring side, the side that sort of sees the grey areas of life. Our intuitive nature. And so we'll take a nice one last breath here. And really gradually just unravelling your feet, just bring them back to a nice centre alignment. Shift your shoulders a moment. Literally moving just a few inches back to centre and just relax. Noticing whatever you're feeling. Just enjoying that stimulation of our goddess side. And then gently, when you're ready, let's come over to the left side. So feet down to the lower left corner and your left foot comes over your right. Shift your shoulders up to the top left. Again, as I did before, I'm going to start with the arms above, but do whatever feels right for you. Relax your buttocks, relax your legs. Try and relax your back here. If your arms are raised, you may feel that your back is quite lifted away from the mat. Just soften. Nice big belly breaths. And cactus. And then arms down if that's comfortable for you. So stimulating Pingala, masculine aspect of ourselves. The part that does see black and white, that's analytical, decisive. Sun and sort of motivational action energy. All parts of ourself. And as you breathe here, just being curious as to where your breath kind of moves and gravitates in the body. Feeling a lot of movement in the right side. Just checking in with your thoughts. What was going through your mind just then? And we'll take a nice deep breath. Gently just shuffle yourself back to centre. Have a moment here, just feeling the after effects. Try and relax, especially the lower back. And as that sensation fades, we can just bring our knees in for a moment. Take your time, be aware of how that lower back feels, being very gentle as you move the knees in for a little hug. So today we've taken the body forwards, backwards, side to side. The only thing we haven't done is a twist, so moved in most directions. Coming to relaxation now. Choose whether you want to sit or lie down. Whatever you're drawn to, just make sure that you're nice and warm and cosy. The more you can relax and you're warm, the more you can actually let go in the mind. So let's take a little card. See what wisdom or guidance we may be offered today. If you have a question in mind or a thought in mind, always kind of just be aware of it. Ooh. 3 cards have actually just sort of turned themselves over today. Very unusual, but just as I was shuffling. So lying back and relaxing. I feel drawn to read all 3 actually because they've presented themselves. So we have Aurora. You are flying high right now, which may threaten others. But don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. Your intentions have created an upward trend in your life. New opportunities are coming your way, and your inner and outer self radiates this positive growth. You may worry that others will be jealous of your current and forthcoming success, so you will be sensitive about discussing your achievements. You may also worry about the future, about where your next new path is taking you. You may wish for a guarantee for future success. I am here to help you enjoy the present and the process of your new venture. Trust that each moment is taking care of itself. God has always taken care of you. He always will. Ask me to help you stay focused on the now and to let go of worry, the worrying habit, so that you can enjoy these gifts. Gratitude is essential now to keep your flight at a high altitude. And we have another one. Teresa. Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. Dear one, you have been working very hard. You're very tired now, yet you keep pushing yourself to work more. I'm here to firmly and lovingly take your hand and tell you to stop. Cease working for a moment and take a respite. You have certainly earned it. You will be more efficient and productive after taking this rest. You have so much you give so much to others that at times like this, you become unbalanced. Your inner child yearns for your nurturing, and no one is going to give that loving care but yourself and the angels. So give yourself permission to take much needed time out. Take a nap. Go and play for a while. Please don't delay this guidance. We assure you that your responsibilities will all be met and you will gather new energy and ideas during your time out. We will also bring you additional earthly help and assist you in delegating work. And the last one we have here is Archangel Raphael. I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. I am with you because I am the Archangel of Healing. I am helping you heal your own body as well as the physical bodies of others. I surround physical ailments with my healing energy of emerald green light, and this energy is absorbed where it is needed. I speak to healers through their thoughts and feelings. I help you to discern in a way if your life's purpose is to be a healer. I can help you to know which areas of healing to study and then assist you with all aspects of your healing career. Call upon me whenever you need such help and know that I will be with you in an instant.
So those three little guidance cards, and they may all well have resonated with you, or maybe one with one of you. So just sit with that a few more minutes longer. Just as you lie or sit there, don't move for a moment. With the inspiration of Archangel Raphael, I'd like you to imagine a beautiful, bright green emerald glow all around you. Just like a beautiful mist that totally envelops you and your aura. And it's a healing energy, physically and emotionally. Just for a moment, imagine this beautiful emerald green light surrounding you. And if there's anybody else you know that needs healing, just in your mind's eye, try to imagine them surrounded with this beautiful emerald bright green light. And maybe you can imagine them walking around with this green light for the rest of the day. And imagine this green light surrounding you for the rest of your day. And maybe if there's one particular area of your body that you need particularly healed, then allow this green light to sort of absorb within and just be like a ball of green energy, healing whatever needs in your body. And so with that, we'll just gently start to move. Take a few breaths. And just allow that vision to really sink in today. And the healing doesn't have to be physical. The healing can be very deep emotional, mental or spiritual, whatever is needed. Take what you need. And when you're ready, you can hug the knees in. Gently take a moment to rock. Coming back into your body. Green is very linked with our heart energy as well. And Archangel Raphael is very linked with your third eye. Raphael and Mary, his female counterpart. So in your own time, just coming up to seated. And taking this kind of slow yin energy with you as you just come back into your day. When you're ready, bring your hands to your heart center. Again, just linking in with Raphael. Om Shanti. Namaste.